saw Colin Firth in uniform and I just clicked play. Here's my review of Netflix's new World War II spy thriller, Operation Mincemeat. Colin Firth plays Ewan Montague and Matthew Macfadyen plays Charles Cholmondeley. They are British military intelligence officers who facilitate a deception plot to float a human corpse to the coast of Spain with fake intel to derail Hitler's army to Greece, get them out of the way so that Great Britain can invade Sicily and ultimately win World War II. Now, they use the remains of an indigent man who committed suicide, and they change his name to Major Martin, give him a life and a career that sounds convincing to Hitler, strap an attaché case to his body with the deceptive documents, and hope that the autopsy doesn't reveal the truth. But when these documents are returned to the Brits in the same envelope, and the envelope appears to be unopened, which could jeopardize the lives of hundreds of thousands of troops and citizens. But after careful examination, they come to find that the envelope was opened and resealed to throw them off, and that Hitler's actually been convinced and fooled. But Ivor Montague, Ewan's communist, Nazi sympathizing brother, has been spying on this whole team the entire time and threatens to expose them to Hitler. But as history will prove, and the third act, it worked. Director John Madden did a spectacular job capturing the drama of such an unbelievable true story. Embedded within this historic World War II spy thriller is a story about love, friendship, brotherhood, honor, bravery, and betrayal. Colin Firth delivered an indelible performance with magisterial grace, genteel charm, grit, and sincerity, as only he could. And Macfadyen played witty, clever, and iron-fisted so well. His range is enviable, and he was so funny in this film. His comedic timing is unmatched. I thought the on-screen chemistry between Kelly MacDonald and Colin Firth was sultry. It was magnetic. She plays an MI5 clerk who muscles her way onto this team from the secretarial pool and pretends to be the corpse's fiance to make the story a little more believable. Jason Isaacs was brilliant as Admiral John Godfrey, who hated this plot. He thought it didn't make any sense, and he thought that there's no way Hitler would fall for this. But he still had to sell this to Winston Churchill because they were running out of time and running out of ideas, and there was a time clock of July, a ticking time bomb of July. The costumes were beautiful. The hair and makeup was perfect, but the costumes were so beautiful. Those 40s military silhouettes, oh my gosh, so chic. Such beautiful costumes. The cinematography was chapped and subdued with these smoky hues, which perfectly conveyed the consciousness of wartime. I think the cinematography was great. I had some issues. There were three intelligence officers discussing their elaborate ruse in public on a busy street full of pedestrians and at a crowded speakeasy bar That doesn't make sense. These are military officers, intelligence officers, and all in public they're just saying what they're going to do and how, I mean, you don't know who has infiltrated Great Britain at this time, and they're just like so relaxed talking about this ruse. That doesn't make sense. And they don't speak in code. They're detailing their entire plans. And it doesn't seem inadvertent either, because in a breezeway, their conversation echoes. That seems like it was an issue in sound editing or sound design. Was this intentional? Was this supposed to be comedic? Because this film has some funny lines in it. Like, it wasn't just your typical military drama or spy thriller. There are some very comedic moments in it. So I wonder if that was on purpose. I hope it wasn't. The score was ominous, but the entire film is scored. It seems like there is more music than dialogue, and this is heavy in dialogue. This may be a sound editing issue too, but the frequency register was too high for the music. It was very, very loud, and I think it should have, I'm no expert, but maybe it should have been lower because it's so dialogue heavy. And the echoes, which I mentioned, particularly in these long breezeways that like Colin Firth and Macfadyen were walking in quite a lot. I don't know. It also spends a heavy amount of time setting up the deception. The bulk of the movie is them crafting the caper. But I thought, what if the story began with the third act and built from there? Would it be more active than expository? Pacing wise, did we really need to spend over an hour explaining how they found the corpse and how they gave him a new identity? I don't know. I understand that is the history, but how would the world have been in this story, the story world? How would the world have been if they started in the third act with these shoremen finding the corpse, taking it to the police station, and then building a story there where they don't believe it and then maybe they do, or something that could have made the story more active? Like, I don't know. Would that have still captured the authenticity of the history while elevating the action? At any rate, this is a great film. I really enjoyed this film, and it also is one that I would watch again. I'm distracted by it's so noisy and so loud. That was probably my biggest issue. But on a grading scale, I'd rate Operation Mincemeat a B. I think it is the perfect film to stream on Netflix. Thank you so much. If you stuck around this long, I certainly appreciate you. Please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And until next time, peace.